I've been getting just, I shouldn't say hammered, but I've been getting a number of requests from folks wanting to see more on Multicam Tropic stuff. So I apologize for not being able to get out here and do more of this recently. Just had a lot going on. Hadn't been where I could get out here. The list of stuff I want to do grows by the week. But I figured I wanted to take a chance today to get out here and do this now. Probably won't be able to get out and do anything in the next couple of weeks or so. I'll fill all that in on another video, but gonna try to do what I can today, show you a little bit more Multicam Tropic being used. You'll have to forgive me ahead of time. We've been getting a lot of rain here and everything's pretty wet, and I know back in the swamp back there it's gonna be wet, but the mosquitoes right now are just absolutely epic. I'm covered down in as much bug repellent as I can, trying to keep them off, but if I have to slap a little bit every once in a while, you'll just have to forgive me. That these little vampires are just, they're everywhere. So, gonna do the best I can. Gonna be using the old standby TRU-SPEC TRU uniform in Multicam Tropic. Still, other than actual cry precision stuff, not a whole lot of places, at least here in the US, to get Tropic stuff at currently. So here it is. I've got a combat shirt, and I thought about wearing the combat shirt out here today, but right now, as bad as the bugs are, that thin body on the shirt, they just be biting me straight through it and just eating me alive. So needed to have something a little more bug repellent and bug proof on. So I'll get some stuff with the combat shirt and done at a later date. But for the clothes, check out TRU-SPEC or TRU Multicam Tropic stuff. Also gonna get a little time in with my UW Gear Mini Swamp Fox rig in Multicam Tropic. So come in, like to take a look at that. This is my newest little small compact chest rig over at UW Gear. You can go over there and check that out. I made this one up a while back as a test run, and I just have not had a chance to get out and do anything with it yet. Don't even have any pouches on here yet, so working on that. Get that done, but I figure what the heck, we'll kill two birds with one stone. And we'll try out the chest rig and get a little bit more done with the TRU uniform here and see what we can do. So anyway, won't waffle on a whole lot. If you want more details on the uniform, go see my video specifically on that. We'll go back here and take a walk and kind of see how it works a little more. It's a little bit greener now than it was the last time I got out here with it. So that's the other reason I wanted to do this now. Fall and winter's coming up. We're already starting to get leaves falling off the trees, so I figure it's not going to be too much longer before we start shedding a lot of foliage and the overall color tones change back there. So I want to get this in now. So without further ado, let's go take a walk. Alright guys, I know that one was kind of short and sweet, but I'm kind of limited right now to what I can do. Back's really giving me some problems right now, and just kind of pushing my limits at the moment, so I'm going to have to call it quits right there. Sometimes you got to be smart and know when to say when, as it were. But I hope that gives you another little bit better look at the Tropic and how well it works. Again, this is kind of a swampy environment. It's not like a piney woodland or something like that. It's more of a swampy area. Not a whole lot of sun today. It's fairly overcast, so you're not getting a whole lot of contrast coming through with the sun and the shade, which, you know, can't do anything about that. So, you know, in really thick overhead canopy or on a really darker day, obviously it's going to change the way it looks. And I apologize for the swatting, but the vampires are just about to tote me off out here. And I got bud spray on everywhere except my eyes, and that's where they seem to be wanting to go, straight to my eyes. So, anyway, you know, just take that into consideration as far as the darker woodlands and that sort of thing. I think it's going to work really well in the dark areas. I was hoping for a little bit more sunlight so you could kind of see the contrast of how the brighter tans and lighter browns in this come out. But again, can't do anything about that. So there it is. Once I'm a little bit healed up and can do some more, I'll probably be getting out with some more stuff. Got a bunch of camping trips I want to get out on. I'll be taking various things with me and using stuff like this when I go out and do my overnighters and stuff, so we can kind of see it just in general use without focusing so much on the clothes with the pattern. And I don't know if you can hear the thunder rumbling in the camera in the distance, but we got some thunderstorms about to come in and make it even wetter back here than it already is. So enough rambling. Take care, guys. Stay safe. Hope you liked it. We'll talk to you next time.